This graph shows the number of books some children read. How many more books did James read than Lucy? Well, to find out how many books James read, we can find the bar for James, go up to the top, and when we look across, we can see that that's between 8 and 10. So James must have read 9 books. And then, if we find the bar for Lucy, go up to the top and look across, we can see that she read 4 books. Now the question asks how many more books did James read than Lucy. So we need to find the difference between 9 and 4. And to do that we can subtract, and 9 minus 4 is 5. So James read 5 more books. Now, which 2 children read between 5 and 10 books? Well, what we can do is draw a line across from 5 books, so that will be between 4 and 6, and then draw a line across from 10 books. Now we want the 2 children who read between 5 and 10, and we can see that the bar for James is between 5 and 10 because he read 9, and the bar for Sasha is between 5 and 10 as well. So the 2 children are James and Sasha. Alex read more than 10 books and Lucy read less than 5. A shop sold 10 ice lollies on Wednesday. How many lollies were sold on Monday? So we have a pictogram, but we have to be careful here, because though we can see 3 lollies on Monday, our answer is not 3. And that's because we have a key for our pictogram, and every lolly on the pictogram stands for 5 lollies. So if we have 3 lollies on the pictogram, and they each stand for 5 lollies, we need to work out 3 times 5, so that's 15. So 15 lollies were sold on Monday. Now, how many more lollies were sold on Tuesday than on Wednesday? So on Tuesday, we have 4 lollies on the pictogram, and because each lolly represents 5 lollies, that's 4 times 5, so 20 lollies were sold on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, we only have 2 lollies on the pictogram, so 2 times 5 is 10. Now the question asks how many more, so we need to find the difference, and we find the difference using subtraction. So 20 minus 10 is 10, and that means 10 more lollies were sold on Tuesday than on Wednesday, because 20 were sold on Tuesday, but only 10 on Wednesday. Some children share 12 strawberries. Each child gets 3 strawberries. How many children are there? So to answer this question, we need to use division. We need to work out 12 divided by 3. And that's because we know the total amount, or the total number, and we know the amount that each child gets. So to work out how many children there are, we need to divide the total amount by the amount that each child gets. And 12 divided by 3 is 4, because 4 times 3 is 12. So there are 4 children. Now we have 12 strawberries here. So if each child gets 3, that's 3 strawberries for one child, 3 for a second child, 3 for a third child, and then we have enough for a 4th child to get 3 strawberries. So that's why our answer is 4 children. Write one of these signs in each empty box. You can use each sign more than once. So we have plus, equals and minus. And we need to write these signs in these boxes. So first we have 15, 73 and 88. Well, 88 is larger than 73 or 15. So let's try 15 plus 73 equals 88. And then we can check that it works using column addition. And now we have 73, 15 and 58. So this time it's our largest number that we have first. So let's try subtraction. We can try 73 minus 15 equals 58. And if we use column subtraction, we can check that it works, and it does, so we can have minus and equals. But there is another possible answer for this question. We could have 73 equals 15 plus 58. So usually the equal sign comes at the end of a calculation, but we can have the equal sign at the start. So what this means is 73 is the same as 15 plus 58. And if we work out 15 plus 58, we can see that it comes to 73. So we can either have minus and equals or equals and plus. Mina has 76 marbles in a jar. The jar is about half full. Estimate how many marbles Mina will have when the jar is full. Circle the best estimate. So Mina has a jar, but the jar is only half full. And in the half full jar, Mina has 76 marbles. But we want to know or to estimate how many marbles she will have when the jar is full. So if it's half full and 76 marbles, we'll have another 76 marbles to get it to the top, so to make it full. So we can work out 76 plus 76, or 76 times 2, and that gives us 152. Now we don't have 152 as one of our options, but the question says estimate, so we can find the closest number we have here to 152, so that's 150. Here is a scale which shows the weight of a letter. How much does the letter weigh? So to solve this question, we need to work out what these little lines on our scale represent. Now to get from 0 to 50, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. So if we divide 50, because to get from 0 to 50, that's a difference of 50, and we divide that by 5 because we have 5 jumps, or 5 lines, that gives us 10, because 10 times 5 is 50. So that means each of these little lines represent an increase of 10. So we have 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, then 60, 70, 80. So this arrow here is pointed to 80 grams, so that's how much the letter weighs. And then we could check if we kept going, we would have 90, and then we have 100. So we can be confident that our answer is 80 grams. Sarah asked all the children in year 3, "Did you walk to school today?" The diagram shows her results. Sarah says more children walked than did not walk. Is she correct? Explain how you know. So we have the results on a table, and we can see that on the left we have the number of children who walked and the number who did not walk, and at the top we have boys and girls. So first, let's work out how many children walked. We can see that 19 boys walked to school and 25 girls walked to school. So to find the total number of children who walked, we can add 25 and 19. So that gives us 44 children altogether who walked to school. And now let's find how many did not walk. We can see that that's 27 boys who did not walk and 23 girls who did not walk. So again, we can find the total number of boys and girls to find the number of children who did not walk. And 27 plus 23 is 50. So we know that 44 walked, but 50 did not walk. So Sarah is not correct. Sarah is wrong, because she thinks that more children walked than did not walk. But 44 is not more than 50. So Sarah is wrong. And we've explained how we know using numbers, so we've answered this question. Put a tick in each of the pentagons. So a pentagon is a shape with 5 sides, so we need to count the number of sides. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so because this shape has 5 sides, that's a pentagon. But here we only have 4 sides, and a 4-sided shape is not a pentagon, it's a quadrilateral. A quadrilateral is what we call any shape with 4 sides, and this quadrilateral here is a parallelogram. Now here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides, so that's a pentagon. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. So that doesn't have 5 sides. This shape here has 6 sides, and we call a shape with 6 sides a hexagon. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides, so that's another pentagon. On a school trip, 56 people visit the zoo. 23 are girls, 21 are boys, 5 are teachers. The rest are parents. How many are parents? So first, let's find the total number of girls and boys on the trip. So 23 plus 21 is 44. So that's 44 children, and we also have 5 teachers, and 44 plus 5 is 49. So that means 49 of the people are girls, boys or teachers, but we have 56 people on the trip. So to find the number of parents, we need to find the difference. So to work out 56 minus 49. Because the numbers are close together, rather than using column subtraction, we can count on. So if we're on 49, one more will take us to 50, and then to get to 56, that's another 6. So that's another 1 and then another 6, so a difference of 7 altogether. So that means that 7 of the people on the trip are parents, because 49 plus 7 gives a total of 56. And we know that the total number of girls, boys and teachers is 49. Sam has 256 stickers. Beth has 100 more than Sam. How many stickers does Beth have? So Beth has 100 more than Sam, so 100 more than 256. So we can work out 256 plus 100. Because we're adding 100 and not adding tens or ones, that means that we can just add 1 to the 2 in our hundreds, so that means that we have 356. So Beth has 356 stickers, because that's 100 more than 256.